Feminism, a term not discussed enough in politics, society, or everyday discussion. The United States prides itself on giving equality to all. But what about other countries like China? What has the Chinese government done to improve life for women? Why are women wanting more? Are they really doing enough to protect their citizens? Simple rights like invasion of privacy and fairness for all are not prevalent in China when discussing the rights for women. Young girls applying for civil service jobs are subjected to incredibly invasive physical exams and intense questioning regarding a woman's body. Also, due to the one-child policy, women have been pressured by both loved ones and government officials to undergo sex-selective abortions. This means, more likely than not, if a woman found out she was pregnant with a girl, she would terminate the pregnancy. Women also find it more difficult to receive a government job. This past election, Chinese citizens have realized that no woman would ever get ranked higher than a Politburo, a principal policy-making committee in China. Even then, only 2 women out of 25 members were selected, one of whom requested a higher position but was denied entry due to her gender. In the same month, a woman was walking into a Beijing hotel when she was attacked and harassed by a man. Innocent bystanders filmed this incident and the video quickly went viral, with many feminist activist groups using it for reason to keep fighting.
While all of this is happening, numerous women and activists were speaking out about the unjust ways of Chinese society. One very prominent example of this are the Volunteers, a group of young women and men who perform elaborate songs and dances and lighthearted protests in order to get their point across. Donning bridal gowns splattered with fake blood, they marched down a crowded Beijing shopping street, carrying signs that read, "Love is not an excuse for violence," and urged residents to become vigilant against domestic abuse. The abundance of sexual assault of women comes from a mixture of society's standards and the thought of male superiority. In China, sexual harassment is commonplace. Domestic violence is pervasive. According to a 2013 multi-country study conducted by the United Nations, more than 50% of Chinese men have physically or sexually abused their partners. This ridiculously high percentage is influenced by the foot binding women do to ensure their beauty, the fact that men think women are below them, and the thought that women are the weaker or second sex. This thought of gender inequality plays through to university admissions and acceptance rates. When applying to college or graduate school, men have a much higher acceptance rate than women do. Men are easily accepted into at least one university, if not their top choice. Once men gain admission to a university and are finished their education there, many are encouraged to pursue a career in politics, medicine, science, mathematics, or technology. However, in the eyes of society, women are supposed to mother children and raise a family into successful lives of their own. Universities employ this theory when they lower female acceptance rates.
Many more women are getting involved in protests for equal rights, including a woman named Zhao Meili, a 27-year-old women's rights activist. In an interview for the blog she runs, Meili states, "I became interested in feminism when I was in the 2nd or 3rd year in uni. I read books like The Second Sex and other famous feminist musings, and began to come to the Yiyuan commune to watch movies." Zhao Meili has taken part in many protests over the last 10 years, including shaving her hair and walking over 1,335 miles across China in March of 2013, constantly stopping in towns and major cities to make her case on women's rights. "I was on the street and talked to people about sexual assault, and I think they responded positively," Zhao states. In addition to Zhao Meili and the Volunteers, lean-in groups have been established by concerned conservative women. The main goal of these groups is to allow expression of concern without fear of repercussion. The groups tend to stay small, allowing the conversations to be intimate. While small, lean-in groups are numerous, being set up in half a dozen universities in the capital, including Tsinghua University, Peking University, and the Communication University of China. This expansion into the rest of educational China is a small step towards a goal of gender equality throughout the nation. When paired with the immense support from both genders within China, feminism is bound for a bright future. one where women and men are equals, sexual harassment is a thing of the past, and the term feminism is a positive one.